not one for these little foo-foo drinks, but I just chugged down like 4 of these things and they're pretty damn good. Now, one thing I've been doing off camera was actually painting these grills that are on my carbon fiber hood. Now, keep in mind, I've had this hood for about almost 3 years now, and it still looks absolutely amazing. There's no rock chips or anything like that. There's no discoloration. I know with some of the cheap carbon fiber stuff, they will turn yellow, but let me just show you the before. This used to be black, but now it just turned this nasty gold color. Front one, this is the one that bothers me the most. You can't really see it on camera, but that's turning that gold color. It used to be black, but I just got to take it out, spray paint it. Super duper easy to do. Now, as you can see on the rear part of the hood, this does have heat extraction vents. Now, unfortunately, I'm unable to take those grills out only because of the way the hood is built. So I'm just gonna have to figure something out later or just leave it as is. But here's just a, God dang, skateboard. Here's just a look at the hood. Now, basically, this is just a Wrx replica hood. Now, you can get a real Wrx hood. Now, unfortunately, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more money, almost twice as much, and wait about 6 months. So if you're really looking for a hood, this is a hood that I highly recommend to you guys, replica or not. Now, if you wanna see a real Wrx product, here you go. I have Phil's Wrx carbon fiber diffuser. Unfortunately, he's been out at sea for a while. Yes, I know it's upside down. I know. But he's been out at sea for a while, so it's been sitting here for a while now. He's probably gonna get a new exhaust, so that's been off of his car for a while now. But this is an amazing piece, though. I think there are replicas now for this, but yeah, I think this is about what, $2 grand for this diffuser by itself. And I wish I could put it on mine, but I don't have Wrx type money. But these tires are probably gonna go back on the car. These are the tires that I highly recommend to anyone. This is the Michelin PS4S's, and I've had these for a couple years now. Still have a lot of tread left, but yeah. And below that, those are just the stock crappy V105 tires that came on a 19 STI. Those tires are utter crap in my opinion. But there you go. Closer look at the Wrx authentic rear diffuser. Another thing I got for the Subi is this customized rear fog light. This thing is absolutely amazing. I'll put down a preview of what it looks like with it turned on, and if you want something custom made on your own, I'll put down his credentials or his contact information on the screen and down in the description below. But it has this infinite kind of look to it that I can't exactly explain in words, but wow, I'm excited to get this thing installed on the car. In the meantime, let's take the Type R out for a little joyride because I have nothing else better to do. When it comes to gas mileage, it looks like I'm getting about 26 miles a gallon, and that's just driving it normally on both highway and city driving. I'm telling you guys, I love driving this Type R more and more every time I drive it, even though I hardly do drive it. But every time I do, especially around corners, this is where the car really shines the most, is around corners. I'm telling you, it's absolutely magnificent. It's razor sharp, and pretty much cornering is almost virtually effortless in this thing. Wow, even on these stock okay tires. Okay, so we're just gonna give the Type R just a quick maintenance wash. And as far as for light cleaning, I just use my little foam thingamabobber here. This is just regular car soap, guys. It doesn't need any heavy wheel cleaners. This is just a cheap brush from Adams. It doesn't scratch the wheel, the powder coating at all, so I'm not really worried about it. Get the barrel. It's just a little wheel woolly that I got from also Adams. This right here is the lambskin wheel mitt. Also got these on Obsessed Garage. Absolutely love it. Some of the wheel wells. Any junk that's contaminated it. Get any junk out of there. And one thing that I forgot to do was clean the actual tires itself. You want to get all that road grime off of there so that when you put on your tire dressing, you're not putting your tire dressing over that road grime. This is just some Adams wheel and tire cleaner. I have Easy Detail Tough Shine brush. This works awesome. This is really, really good. As you can see just all that brown dirt just come right off. Look at that. Just nasty. We're gonna try this out. I haven't used this in a while. So 150 milliliters, we're gonna put that in there. And we're gonna take our MTM PF 22.2 which if you're wondering which foam cannon I'm using, and this is a very expensive foam cannon. This thing goes for around 90 bucks. Turns out to about 100 bucks when you include tax and shipping. But to be perfectly honest with you, you don't need an expensive foam cannon. These little cheap $15 foam cannons that you can get on Amazon also work just fine. But I prefer, you know, the look and feel of the MTM foam cannon. I think it's just far superior. But like I said, 15 bucks. There we go. Stick my finger in there. Just gonna mix it around a little bit. Now let's give the car a good rinse from top to bottom. Now, even though the car is dirty, as you can see, there's still good water behavior from the ceramic coating that I installed or put on the car about 2 months ago. Yeah, it just comes right off. All right, let's foam this up, top to bottom. Wish the foam was a little bit thicker, but that's okay. Also, that soap I was using was been sitting on my shelf for about a couple years now, I'm not gonna lie. But I just wanted to use it up and just get rid of it. Okay, so you have your wash bucket and you have your rinse bucket. Like I said, ooh, that water is warm. This may not be the right way to do it. I am not a professional detailer. This is just how I do it. Your process may be a little bit different than mine. That is okay. And then we'll just do this throughout the car. Come back, and you guys are probably gonna laugh at me when I show you how I dry the car. Okay, it's getting dark really fast. I need to wrap this up. I've been out here for over an hour now. Now, with that said, I know you guys are going to give me some crap for using a leaf blower to dry the car, but in my honest opinion, it's a better way to minimize some of the swirling on your clear coat, especially if you own a dark colored vehicle. Now, some of you guys have told me that you tried to use a leaf blower on your car, but it didn't work very well. Now, keep in mind, if your car is not ceramic coated, now you don't have a good wax on there, it's not going to work very well. Now, ceramic coatings and good waxes are hydrophobic, so once you blow some air on there, water is just going to fall right off. So one of the reasons why I love ceramic coatings, highly suggest that you guys get a ceramic coating on your car if you haven't done so already. Now we're going to pull the car inside the garage. It's going to rain tomorrow. We're going to put our top coat on there. I think we're going to use bead maker this time and just put a top coat, our sacrificial layer on there, so hopefully it gives it just a little bit more shine. I know on white cars you can't really see the shine very well on camera, but you know, just going to give the car a little bit more protection and help protect some of that clear coat. So I never feel comfortable leaving a Subaru outside when it's raining cats and dogs like this. I don't know, it's just a personal preference, but the car is very dirty, especially from my trip to the lake not too long ago. 1 or 2 videos ago, I'll put an eye somewhere up here if you haven't seen that yet. But later on this summer, when the weather gets a little bit warmer, probably late spring, early summer, we're gonna do a full detail on it, full ceramic coating, full polish, undercarriage, wheels, wheel wells, you name it, the full shebang. I'm gonna show you all of the products that I use, and most of the products that you're gonna see me use when I do the full detail on the STI are gonna be available on Amazon. This is not some heavily marketed company's products. It's going to be a variety of products that anyone can use and get. Now, it's not about the products you use. A lot of it is about the technique. But right now, the ceramic coating that's on there right now is holding up very, very well. You can see how the water is just beating up very nicely. I don't want to get the camera all wet. Even on the carbon fiber hood, even on the vinyl, everything's holding up just fine, but it needs a little bit more TLC. One thing I really hate is water spots, and I had a whole bunch of water spots on the hood, so what I did off camera was repolish the hood. Now, this hood was already ceramic coated, but that's super easy. We can re-ceramic coat that anytime. But one of the products I use as far as polish was a Meguiar's M205 with the microfiber cutting pad. One thing I also tried was some of these Adams correcting polish that I got in a mystery bucket. bucket. This stuff is utter crap, but no more water spots. A couple of swirls that I missed last time, but the M205 got everything off pretty much in one pass with the Meguiar's microfiber cutting pad. Excellent results. If you guys are looking for something like this, I'll have links down in the description down below. Just a few things I need to get rid of. I don't know, I haven't used this stuff. This stuff's been sitting around for years. It's trash, 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 crap. Definitely crap. More crap. So every time you wash your car, you're going to notice that your rotors will get rusty. It's exposed steel. That's just the way it is. So one thing you can do to prevent some of that rust is move your car back and forward while applying the brakes a few times. That should prevent most of the rust from forming on your rotors. Otherwise, the first time you apply your brakes, all of that rust is going to end up on the inside wheel barrel, also known as Cheeto dust. Well, one thing I like to do to prevent some of that rust, now this works okay, it doesn't prevent the rust 100%, is to apply some Hydes Serum rust stopper. I got this on Obsessed Garage. This works okay, like I said earlier. And if you're interested in something like this, I'll put a link down in the description below. Roads here are still a little bit wet, so I can't really romp on it too hard. Up to a Miata. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. The Type R just feels so much sharper around these corners. The same corners I'm driving on right now. Pretty much the same route. The STI just feels, I don't know, kind of sloppy, I guess. Just don't get me wrong, still super fun, regardless. I don't know, the STI just feels more raw, mechanical, just a little bit more lazier, I guess. A little slower on the turn-in. The STI, not the STI, but the Type R, it just feels razor sharp, very quick to react. Other than that, they're both great. Oh yeah, a nice warm-ish day. It's about 60 degrees, and I'm thinking about taking the Miata out with the top down finally. And one thing about the Miata, you guys already know this if you own a Miata or if you've owned a Miata before, but the driving experience is so much better with the top down. Oh yeah, it's gonna feel so refreshing having both cars clean at the same time. Coating's been on here for over a year now, and it's still beating up really, really good. Look at that. Everything just falls right off. Gotta love it.